Hey, welcome to Graphopology Television GPTV. I'm Brett. We got a really cool early review of one of the kickoff series for the new Vertigo comics. This is Bordertown #1 at San Diego Comic-Con. They were handing out review copies of this series, and I have to say I'm super excited to be able to read it and get basically an early review in because it's so good. Now I have to say, first, they handed us out to everyone, or, well, not everyone, but if you're at San Diego Comic-Con and you're able to snag a copy, you can get copies for free. So, keep that in mind. The other is, I did be able to get a cool sit-down roundtable with the creators of the Vertigo series that are coming up. So, a little bit more insight into the comic, and I think that maybe, got me to appreciate it even more and understand kind of what's going on. So, saying all that out there, Bordertown #1 is awesome. This is a really good debut series from Eric M. Esquivel, and then Ramon Villalobos is done the art. Tamra, Bonvillain is the color. Deron Bennett is the lettering. Andy Khouri, Maggie, Howell are the editors. So this is out September 5th. As I said, it's one of the new series that have come out from Vertigo Comics. They basically kind of have a new vision, a new direction, and this is one of the awesome series that we're going to be able to read. That is a more socially aware line of comics. It's going to be really interesting. All the creators have something to say, and this one itself has a lot to say. We did a review, or I did a review of the Luchaverse Rey Mysterio #1 a few days ago here on our YouTube channel and Graphopology Television, and that really stuck out to me in that it felt like Latinx creators doing comics for that audience, having that voice, having that vision, and in many ways Bordertown #1 is the same thing. I really think this is kind of the start of hearing or seeing and reading Latinx creators really not just speaking out, but creating characters in comics that speak to their audience, that express their views, that builds off of their backgrounds. And because of that, we're going to have wonderful comics due to that. So Bordertown #1 is about a kid who moves to a town called Devil's Fork, Arizona. Basically, it's a border town between the United States and Mexico. With that, it's kind of hard to escape the political climate that's going on. It has a lot to do with undocumented individuals, racism, things that you kind of expect in that area to be addressed in that area. Beyond that, though, the comic is basically Scooby-Doo. There was really not much, I think, so far to differentiate between. There's a mystery building, you've got a gang of kids, it's kind of got this, Goonies, Scooby-Doo vibe about it, but the monsters are, Mexican, Latinx, background. It has to do with, Aztec monsters, chupacabras, that type of stuff. Things that, this white boy from Buffalo just doesn't really know about. I learned about that kind of history of the Americas way back in the day, but it's not something I grew up with. It's not really a background of mine, so it's just not something I'm aware of. So to me, this is just cool monsters to check out and see. I'm sure there is a depth to this and appreciation that someone in my background might not have, but I still really enjoyed this. This is an awesome comic. There's a little bit, luchador in there with a character who wears a mask. You got some cool female characters who have a nice attitude and kind of digging their style. We of course got the main character Frank. Then there's we got some villains to deal with and these weird monsters and all kinds of mystery. It's really good. There's some solid moments in this in that it takes place in a high school. These feel like high school students, for the most part, for what I remember. I mean, I don't know if the kids have changed that much. Some of the stuff said is very much a high school sort of thing. To me, it's good like that. So the comic is, I think, really solid in that it seems to express and capture the high school experience, and there's got some great characters in there that I appreciate, and it's kind of entertaining. So really, when it comes down to this is Scooby-Doo meets a little bit of a Goonies vibe to it, set in the southern border town, and the monsters are Aztec, and that sort of background. So yeah, like it's it's I don't know how else to describe it. It's good. It's really good. So talk about some of the art. I think the art kind of really shows off some of the coolness that you can expect. We get this nice infused sense of style of the characters. There's some poignant comments being made about them. It's just one that there's a lot of smart things being said that you appreciate when reading it. There's just this kind of intelligence about it that really kind of, I think, speaks to experience of people in that area, people of that background. It's one that even someone who, like me, who's not of that background, can still appreciate. It's really smart, intelligently written. The art's really cool. I mean, Ramon Villalobos, I think, has got a great style. Really kind of fits the comic quite well. I've seen, I think it was like art from the second issue, and the art is insane. It's so good. And the art here is great as well. This is an issue that is a solid build-up to a mystery, and it's got me super excited for what's coming on. I mean, this is one of the debut comics from the new Vertigo, and if this is what we're going to expect quality-wise, like, I'm psyched. This is a really cool comic. I can't wait to get it. As I said, it's out September 5th. We've got a little while for you to get it, so I want to get the word out as soon as possible that this is a comic you're going to want to order. You're going to want to pre-order. Go to your comic shops, make that happen. This is going to be a hot series. It's going to be a great read. This first issue really, I wouldn't say surprised me, because Eric Esquivel is a great writer. We know Villalobos is a fantastic artist. Bonvillain is an amazing colorist. So none of this quality doesn't surprise me. It's just one where I'm not of that background. It's not world that I know of. It's not stories that I know of. It's not demons or monsters that I know of. But the way it's presented and laid out there, you don't need to know any of that. I think that's part of the excellence of the comic. For those who might know some of these creatures more, you're probably going to appreciate it that much more than this white boy does. But even not, it's solid. It's really good. Basically, if you want kind of a more adult Scooby-Doo with a Latinx flair to it, go for it. It's good. It's really good. I didn't know what to expect. That's the vibe. It's a little Scooby-Doo. It's a little Goonies. That alone basically sells me. If someone came to me and that was the pitch, I would be all about it. It's really cool. It's a great background, great idea, and it's great delivery for the first issue. This is a solid pull. So yeah, I'm giving this highly recommend. Thumbs up, big thumbs up for me. Go to your local comic shop, pre-order this. Absolutely pre-order this. Make sure you get a copy. I think this is going to be a comic a lot of folks are going to be buzzed about and chatting about. So really looking forward to it. I'm fully expecting this to be on some best of lists by the end of the year. So, as I said, September 5th is the release date, but you can pre-order this now. Go to your comic shops, pre-order this. This is one you're going to want to get in your pull list and make sure you get a copy. So if you don't know if shops near you, don't know where shops near you, we've got a link beneath this video. You put in your zip code, it'll tell you if a shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We've got some links that might be able to help you. We're going to try to find some links with that. But, who knows? We're pretty far out. Other than that, it's just recommended. It was really cool. I'm psyched that I was able to get this. I was expecting this to be like a preview of maybe the first 15 pages or something like that. Nope, first issue. Totally free. San Diego Comic Con is one of the reasons San Diego Comic Con is awesome to go to. So you get really cool stuff like this. So you can see there in free advanced review edition. Also has a little bit of Sandman in the back. That's not a complete issue. That's just a little teaser there. So yeah, really cool. I think that's just the teaser. Pretty sure that's just the teaser. So pretty cool comic. Yeah, it's just a teaser. Recommend it. Highly recommend it. Go out, get it pre-ordered. If you're into Vertigo, if you're into DC Comics, you're into comics in general, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. Keep it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.